Welcome back. Another episode of Skyblock Zero. And it's finally time. We're going to tear it all down and start over. More or less. So, this is what I'm looking at. I was kind of playing around with... I don't even know what to call these. Section sizes. So I was looking at either doing 5x5 or 7x7. Plots, I don't know. I mean, plot generally is what you're planting things in. We're not planting stuff per se in these. But quadrants, I don't know. Whatever we want to call it for how we're going to lay stuff out. And the whole chests, if I've got a 5x5, I've got 6 chests here already. So we're going with the 7x7. And then actually the big reason for that is because that'll let me do a 5x5 interior on something like this. And then the top of it will actually just be the floor nodes from the floor above it. So I guess the big question is, how do I start? Like, what's... Oh, these are all dead now, which is fine because I had a pipe break over here. Too much junk. That's getting pretty full. How full is this? This is completely full. Oh, that's good stuff. Is stuff trying to go back into this? Yeah, it's not supposed to go back in. Okay, well anyway. Time to start ripping stuff apart, I guess. Now the biggest thing here is kind of gonna be, where do I start? So do I want to put this in the center of a 7x7? Or do I not want to do that? Also, I'm gonna kind of lose all of my power, which shouldn't be the biggest problem, I don't think. Well, we have 138 supply, so these are all still making plenty of power. There's really nothing here using power yet, so that shouldn't really even matter too much. Yeah, just take all these pipes down. I feel like there's probably a better way to do all of this setup anyways. Okay, so if I do a 7x7 with that centered in it, we're gonna start this with stone. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do the whole video of just building this. This is just kind of to figure out some spacing elements. Take out the light. So then stone there, then we would take this out. So the pathway, as you can see, will be bordered with a tiled factory floor, and then the center of the path, which actually would become this, will be just the solid factory floor. So let's change that up. So then factory floor coming out from there, and then this? Is this right? No, that's not. Is it? No, because it should be 3 nodes to make 7, so this is all wrong. This should be stone to here yet. But see, what I don't know is how this layout will actually fit as far as the node breaker, or whatever it's called. Because if we're... Although it's, I guess, worth noting that there's nothing to say that I can only have the breaker on the top side. I could always put a node breaker on the bottom too. I'm not going to be able to reach that because of solar panels, but that's okay. So here's our 7 by 7. 1, 2, 3. So it should actually be to here. Bust these out. Factory floor there. And then the only reason I'm using stone is because it's a different material. Yeah, so then this would all be torn out and get changed over to stone at some point as well. But first we would have the solid factory floors for the center lane, and actually then we'd have another tiled factory floor coming alongside of this, like so. So then we have a walkway that's nice and wide, so we have plenty of room to access everything, right? And then I'm thinking I'm gonna make it 4 stories, but it'll actually be 2 stories. Okay, this is, I don't know why I put that there. That is completely wrong. The pathway should be here. Okay, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with that. No, it doesn't come off the center of it. It comes off along the edges. So we would have this, and then a hole. And that actually was already the right material. Factory floor like that. There we go. So that would be our first section. But I'm really questioning, should that really be in the center? And should it be at this level? If I built the entire floor 1 node lower, I could then put 3 punchers facing each of the sides of it and have the front face exposed, which wouldn't really matter if it was exposed or not. But I'm just thinking, because that would give me tons of materials. I think that's what I want to do. I think I'm actually going to lower this whole floor 1 node, which will then mean this floor has to be lowered, but that's not a big deal. I have water, so I can very easily do that. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll just punch a hole through that, so I don't have this big puddle. Oh, there we go. Sweet. So I have a water elevator. Perfect, perfect. Looks like I got a bunch of materials out there to collect, which is good. Very dark. I must have broken out some lights from here, I guess. Oh, sweet, and I can jump high enough. All right, well, I will go ahead and start just destroying everything here. I hope my storage is enough to hold all of the things. I don't even think I'm gonna bother doing a time lapse because it's just gonna get really boring. So yeah, we'll just go like this, and so check it out. It's very bare bones. There's literally nothing. I didn't move the old storage because it's still completely full of stuff. Batteries have been holding up all right though. Still got about 157,000 out of the 225, so we're doing good. I had to throw some more core dust into these guys just to make sure I didn't run out of power. But check out, I don't know what all these little star particles are flying all over the place, but check this out. So yep, level 2, I suppose. Got a nice simple system for all of the lights, just cable running underneath. Floors are 4 nodes tall, so you have headspace, and I can put dirt on the bottom of this or whatever if I'm putting plants above. And then the next layer down is not finished yet, but it's just the reinforced matter. And I don't know if we can see this. No, probably not. I put the antimatter platforms. Yeah, I put these antimatter platforms I had filling up the spaces that are filled with stones here. So when they get hit by meteorites, I'll be able to find it and mine it very easily. Now I'm hoping to do a stairway coming down here. So I think if we do slab, slab, solid, solid. Because so far I've just been falling off the edge when I need to get down, which isn't the most graceful of solutions, but it does work. Oh wait, what? I built this wrong. Oh, I built this very wrong. This may not work. I was really hoping I could do a stairway like that. Okay. So this should be stone, 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 stone. Then slab, slab. Yeah. That's not gonna work. That's way too long. Okay, well, I guess I didn't want 11, but sure, I suppose. I'm gonna need a bunch anyways. Guess we're taking stone stairs instead of slabs. And let's see how that ends up fitting out here, because that's probably gonna be too steep. So if we start with stairs there and do something like this. I can't reach the ground? What? That's fine, don't really need to. Okay, and then actually, you know what, this might work. So I have one node at the bottom and one node at the top. I don't know if I really want to fill this like this with stone, but for the time being I will at least. And I can always dig my stone out in the future. I don't know what else I would put there. I suppose do something with batteries maybe. I don't know. Alright, so we have stairs going down. I don't know, I really don't know how I want to work this out, because if this is a 7x7 platform, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably actually should have done this differently. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that should come across there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I wonder if I wouldn't have been better off doing this. And then what happens if I do this? Okay. Not at all what I wanted, but not too surprised that that's how it would work. So we're going to pull all these out real quick and place them in here instead. Whoo-wee, almost fell off. Yeah, I don't particularly care for how this is working. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta make do with what you got. So we have stairs. That can go bye-bye. Get filled with a solid. So then I have... I don't know. Because I'm going to need steps to get up to the next layer. And steps going down to the lower layer. Well, I'll just do this for the time being, and I'll come back to it later. So I'll just put a row through the center. And then I guess this would be the stairs coming up, huh? To the higher layer. And then on this side it'd be the stairs going down to this bottom layer, which is kind of sketchy how you get to it right now, but that's fine. Oh yeah, see, I can show you. See, so I threw these down here. And that's just so if I get an impact of a meteorite on the bottom side, should be a little easier to harvest it. I had a couple that had hit the bottom of the old platform, and there was really no good way to get to them because you couldn't see where they were at, which made things very difficult to retrieve any of the resources, which not optimal, you know. Obviously we want all of the resources that we can get because there's always more things to build. This bottom, you know, should be larger than... Should it really? I don't even know if that matters. With just the way the meters kind of go in circles, I don't know if the base being larger is going to have any impact. Okay, so that is the size I need. I don't have antimatter, so I guess I'll just do this all with stone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more out would be the size of the interior, which would then be the antimatter platforms. So I'll just do this for now. Somewhere around here eventually has got to be good. Looks like right here. So probably this one. Just go across real quick. I know, super interesting. Oh, out of materials? Nope, just kidding. I'm not. I have so much of this. The whole floor used to be made of antimatter, or reinforced matter rather. And I changed and dug all that out, so I have a ton of it. Alright, so then the stairway up, if this is coming down, I would want the next one to be top side here, bottom side here. I don't really have a good way of doing this, so we're just gonna go like this, I guess. Do that. Stair, stair. I better be careful so I don't run out, because that would be bad. Although, I could just... Oh. I could always just, you know, make stairs like this. It wouldn't matter. I would just have to jump. Oh no, the horror. It wouldn't be that big a deal. But yes. To maintain a level of decorum. Is this right then? Just like so. And then, hey, what do you know? Like so, and then the path coming out like that. And then all the path intersections have the super powered lamps, so that way we have plenty of lights on a very nice grid layout. Power is always readily accessible. Stairs too wide, stairs too wide. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so if that's too wide and this is too wide. It should have been built on the other. Oopsies. Good thing I can easily fix it. And like so. And then we'll just... It'll be a bit of a slip, trip, and fall hazard, you know, but that's fine. It's not an OSHA worksite. This worksite is not OSHA approved. But that's the way we like it, you know. There needs to be some adventure. Perfect. So then we just take this coming out. And I think it matches up here to the stone there. That comes across, tiled factory floor for the edge. Now, of course, should I get a meteorite impact, I am not in a great position currently because, well, you know, none of this is impact resistant. Explosion resistant, whatever it's called. So that would be a bad time. But barring that, it'll be fine. And do I have any lights? I have one light. I'm gonna put this in this corner, I think. And then bada boom, bada bing. Run down the stairs. Very safe. Plenty of cables, so that's good. Just run this on over. And light. Hello. Super safe. So then this should actually be the reinforced. And there we go. And then this would be reinforced as well. See, it's coming together. So then here... Oh no, wait, this is like the basement level. This shouldn't really have anything on it. Yeah. So that's their power. So the core is here, so I'm actually thinking I'm probably going to put an extractor on the underside to pull some materials down, the 3 on the top side to grab stuff out. Yeah, a lot more building to do here, but this all has to kind of be cleaned up first. But I'm thinking power's doing all right. This one stopped. If I take it out, the system kind of falls apart. So that's gonna have to be that. Lots more to do here yet. This whole thing has to be moved over. And I have to... Maybe I should have left those lights on there. Wow, that's actually quite dark. Let's run down the stairs here. They actually fall down them faster than they walk, which is fine with me. I'm just going to connect this light up because it's just a wee bit dark up there. But I can't see so hot, so... You know, that's happened before. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. I'm not worried about dying. This is a bit of a safety hazard. You can just fall right through the center. Suboptimal, to be sure. Alright, let's see how we go this time. There we are. Am I far enough? Oh yeah, plenty far enough. Just connect this up. Hey, we've got some light. Very nice. And we have some stairs. I wonder if I could... I bet I could. Make the stairs doubled. So you could walk up here, or from this one walk up to here. I don't know what advantage there would be to that. And then maybe put glass in the middle so you could see across. I don't know what advantage there would be to that either. Bunch of stuff's been smashing out here. Let's go see what kind of goodies we have. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Sure, I'll take this too. I'll grab that. See what there is to grab of this. I got one up here, which if my ladders are okay, I should be able to harvest. Yeah, some of the ladders are broken. Which is funny because I thought ladders weren't supposed to explode. But whatever. Probably a bad idea pulling this out at this point, but Evskis don't need it. So then the platform will have to kind of be rearranged to meet up to this, which is fine. Okay. Things are chugging along. I must have picked that raw materium up from that. 28 neutronium, 14 anti-neutronium. You can convert back and forth between the two, so that's really not even a thing worth mentioning. Yeah. I think we're in a position to start building some things. So let's grab the puncher. I did break an electric drill. I thought once it ran out of power, it would just, you know, kind of be given back to you. Yeah, not so much. So that was kind of sad, but whatever. Okay, so we have the puncher. I'll need some pipes. I don't think I need the one direction. This is going to be giving me a handful of stuff, though, that I don't particularly actually want. But you know what? It won't have power right off. Or, no, actually it will. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's fine. It says it's working, but it's pointing in a direction where it can't even get anything. Okay. Well, that's really not super great, but that's fine. We'll just put some pipes like so. Actually, man, this is... I'm gonna have to take that. It's gonna kill all my lights, though. Oh, yeah. That's... Wow. That gets really dark. See, the thing is, I don't really want... Nope. There we go. Aha. Perfect. Lights are back online. Yeah, I don't really want that just yet, because I didn't grab enough things. Like an idiot. Alright, so I need the sorter. I'm actually going to need several sorters. Where's the item sorter? Here we go. And do I have the advanced matter extractors, it looks like. Okay, we're going to take that, throw it into this, just so this one will turn off. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and pop this right here. Okay, so the item sorter, I do want to be one node up, so actually I need to do this, put that there. Okay, then I don't know what side the bottom is. Green. So the bottom's got to be yellow. So out of yellow, I just want core dust, which is fine. And then I don't know. There's got to be a good way to do this. I wonder if I put 4 of them. I would have to just be 3. See, I don't like that. Yeah, no, it won't find a network because it's not tied in. That doesn't really give me a great way to power this system. Although I am looking at doing some different stuff anyways. So the simple charged particles here. Go ahead and take the charged field. And I can just chuck that wherever. And it creates some power. I don't think it creates a whole lot. And it kind of just randomly dies at some point, which is fine. Okay, so this, I guess, doesn't even burn if there's no network, which is actually kind of nice. Oh, wait a second, though. What if I do this? Okay, and then I'll put one in there. Like that. Actually, so I suppose I would keep... I don't even know how practical it is to do this if I'm going to get the high-powered generator. So I'd have 4 there. And then... See, the thing is I want to have an overflow. Which I guess if I came off here... I could have 4 there. I could put these 2 high. It would be better to have the overflow at the bottom, though, wouldn't it? Probably. And then I would just put a chest there. So then I would have my 3 6 charge generators, which would be good. I do have to hook up the junk that I don't want to come out from someplace too, though. So I guess blue and black. So black, I could go ahead and do the matter dust. And do something like that. And then coming off of blue, I could do those. The matter dust, then actually I would combine. Big brain stuff right here. Okay, check this out. We're gonna... I don't know if this is gonna work at all, but it might. I need the autocrafter. Antimatter generator. Okay. Let's see what we can do quickly here. This will be a very rough draft. So we're gonna put the autocrafter. I'll throw this like so. So the autocrafter is just gonna sit right in here. And that needs... Okay, that's weird. Why does it not go into the autocrafter? Oh, is it because it's not... It's probably because it's not in a... Probably not a recipe that calls for it. There we go. Okay. So then... I still need something going on with that. Which I don't know what. And also the top one green, I think I can turn that off. And then nothing will come out. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Alright. So... I'm gonna have to get a quick chest, or... Actually, isn't this one empty? It sure is. Okay, we're gonna steal this. I think I have everything that I'll need then. So we'll just put this... I'll put it here. just to give it enough space. There we go. Okay. Turn the power back onto this puppy. So there we go. We have materials coming down. No network found, so it might not even do anything. I suppose I am going to have to connect these because that does need power. Okay, that's going to want to fill the entirety of this, which is going to take a while. However, you can throw that in and it'll go a lot faster. Okay, and then I guess I wouldn't have to do this if I had my other generators in here, but seeing as I don't, there we go. This should be connected to a network now. Can't craft. That's because you're missing resources. So then I would just be pulling that out. This is not how this would actually look, of course. So then I guess I would put a T here and do something like this. Okay, so then this everything just goes that way. Okay, but it's a T, so some should be coming this way as well. Also, what happens if the whole bottom here fills up with one material and then it can't craft anything? Do I have to have a... I think I do. And well, I should be okay. I gotta grab one of these puppies. We'll see if this will work. Okay, so then this just needs to sit on this. Pulling out, there we go. No network found. Yep, well that's fine. Okay, why is this only going into here? It's a T, it should be splitting. Every single one turns to the right. Or left, depending on how you look at it. What? Okay, that is working. So then, of course, we would just run power over. Check it out, it's running. I mean, it uses up all of its power very quickly, but that's fine. Then we just run up here. Supply 120, demand 111. There's really no way to know if that system is running or not. But it does kind of work. Oh boy, don't hit my platform. We'll see. Okay. I mean, it does sort of work. This, of course, needs to... Oh, sweet, we're almost there. We've got the 256, so we should have stuff coming over this way any moment now. It says... No! Oh, sweet. I think it... Yeah, it worked. Nice. Alright, so that's running. It should be creating power. This should have 240 matter dust, but has plenty of that coming in. Alright, I need to check on my power output real quick. What are we doing for power? 720 power! Man, so much power! We could go ahead and pull all the... Oh, except I don't have a drill because I broke my drill. I'm gonna need that back for a moment, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can take it back if you don't need it now. Let's run downstairs. pop these in. Okay, so this is quite the messy and inefficient system. Alright, so now it's going to want to fill all of these up with 256 before anything more comes over. That's out. That's still churning right along. It does seem to be a working system. You know, just obviously I have to do something with all of these charged particles. I may just have to start chucking these all in the trash because that's so many that I don't need. But, and of course I'd need to tidy this up because this whole layout is a bit of a chaos. A bit of a chaos? No, just a bit of chaos. That is going to hit something. Oh well. Let's check out. I don't have a drill, so I can't do anything about it. Anyways. Where did it hit? There it is. See, you'd be able to see it through the floor and then grab it. It would be fantastic. Oh, you know what? It just missed somehow. That's incredible. Alright, I don't know why I'm holding the... Oh, I probably can't break this by hand. Yeah, no, I can't. That's why I'm holding it. Because I put the drill into here. I'm going to need that back for just a moment. Let's take this one out. Oh. Well, is that gonna... That might not be a problem. It doesn't look like it is. My only concern would be if this goes above 256, what happens? I don't know. Well, I don't know how many this can hold either. Oh, this will only take 256 of each stack. Okay, well that's actually good. So then I can probably take that away, huh? Because now it'll be forced to go this way. Yep. So that's fine. I'm assuming this probably caps out. Oh, I can't just do that. At 256 as well, because that's a stack. Okay, well. I can't really... Can I? Nope. I think the system is more or less working. 36 in there, 249 in there, 42 in there. All right, I mean, as long as I'm getting the power that I need, we're okay. Which, 120, I need 110, not just for all my lights. I have a lot of lights. Okay, well, that's gonna wrap it up for today. You know, it's a bit sparse looking right now, not gonna lie, but it's a good step forwards in the right direction. We can start getting little cells going here with different automation stuff, feeding stuff over from the bottom, teleport tubes maybe, get some habitats going again that look a little nicer this time and a little better designed than the previous. And yeah, I think we're in a good place. So thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another episode, and I will see you then.